Hi, Sandra here, the Misophonia therapist, and I thought I would offer 3 tips in today's video about how you could support a loved one if they have misophonia. So perhaps you're a mum or a dad or a spouse or a partner, somebody that you're close to may be struggling with misophonia, and I hope that these 3 tips would be helpful for you. And of course, if anyone with misophonia sees this video and thinks they might quite like to share it with the person that hopefully is going to be supporting them, then please feel free to share. So tip number 1 is try not to take it personally. Your loved one with misophonia might want to sit away from you. They might ask you to stop making a sound that you yourself don't feel is unreasonable, and you might not even be aware that you're doing it. So trying not to take it personally will really go a long way in helping your loved one with misophonia to feel less shame and guilt about their condition. Remember, it's not something that they themselves have chosen. It's a condition, and it's not their fault. And what you'll need to realize is that if they do pluck up the courage to ask you to stop making the noise, or to adapt your behavior in any way, or to sit apart from you, that would have taken courage. They really would have had to have worked up to that before saying anything. Number 2, try to shift your perspective, your perception of what is normal. Okay, and by that, what I mean is we have deeply ingrained images of what constitutes normal, such as big, happy families, all sitting around to eat together, or couples having to sleep in the same bed, so sharing a bed. And if you don't sleep with your partner or your spouse, then something, it's just the road to the end of the relationship. So by shifting your perception, what is normal, that could really go a long way into helping you to feel more comfortable with some of the adaptations you might need to make in your household, such as being okay if your significant other needs to sleep in a separate bed sometimes, or even all the time, or maybe your child really cannot join you at meal times and prefers to eat by themselves. And finally, number 3, if you can, try to be aware of the noises that you're making, because many of the annoying noises that people with misophonia find annoying tend to be subconscious. So by tapping a pen or moving your foot, even eating in a noisy way, we're not always aware that we're doing it. So try to bring a little awareness into the sounds that you are making. And of course, you do have the right to eat and breathe and live. Many of the sounds that you make really are the sounds of you trying to stay alive. You're breathing, you're eating, but just be mindful that these particular sounds may be triggering to the person you love. And if you love that person, then be aware that making some kind of adaptation or creating greater awareness into the sounds that you make could go a long way in helping them to feel better, even if you might feel slightly put out by having to adapt your behavior. And that feeling of taking it personally or feeling slightly put out is often what causes tension between loved ones when one of them has misophonia. So I hope that's been helpful. And don't forget to subscribe if you're watching me on YouTube, or to follow me on other platforms. And of course, as ever, feel free to drop me a direct message if you think I can help. And as I said before, feel free to share this video with somebody. If you have misophonia and you want to share this video with the person that you live with, the person that you love, especially if you're trying to help them understand a little bit more about how they can support you. Thank you. Bye-bye.